And boring night, a local guy gonna roll up on his motor or scooter. He's gonna bring matcha apple juice, some rum, couple of beers. Throw on the big speakers and blast the music to the heaven. Put in some real good conversation, dance the night away, and slide all up in that. Now they've both got an appetite. Give her the money for cooking gas and to buy the groceries that she's then gonna cook, and they're both gonna eat it. He's gonna pull out 1,000 pesos. Then he's gonna go home, kiss his wife, hug his kids. You gonna get them.
You working in the place with all the Canadians?
What?
You working in the place with all the Canadians?
I'm working here.
Yeah, I know. Where I know you from?
Oh my god.
Years ago.
Like you know me from
You moved around a couple of places.
yeah. I was working at Bibonde. After I was working at
Woo-wee. It's a hot day out here and it's only heating up. Ladies and germs, RichesMethod, back at it again. Go ahead and subscribe. It's absolutely free. Hit the like, drop a comment below, share the videos. Check the comments and the description below. I have links to ebooks on financial freedom, as well as the dating cheat sheet, financial cheat sheet, how to live abroad. Go check it out. Let's go, man. Let's have some fun. All right, fellas, so I'm going to drop some nuggets and tips for you guys at the end of this one, so stay tuned, right?
Señora, una pregunta. Ya camino acá.
¿Eh?
¿Dónde tú voy para la playa?
Okay.
Aquí. Okay, okay. Ah, okay. ¿Cuántos minutos? Estoy caminando.
¿A la playa?
Fue a Malecón. O cerca de Malecón.
¿Y quieres ir a Maricón?
Cerca.
¿Eh?
¿Es posible yo camino aquí?
Al hotel se va por aquí.
And then,
Al hotel.
ok.
Entonces tú coges
Derecho.
Ah,
Derecho de
dobla para acá.
doble. All right. Gracias.
Sigue derecho y después sigue para aquí y después dobla así y ahí está los dos.
Ok, gracias. All right. Got a feeling I'm really in the Haitian area. Definitely not going the right way. But let's see what the end of this brings. Motor coming behind me. I got all the makeshift spots right here. Who knows where he's going? But I can see where I am. Oh yeah. I'm in the who knows where in the back of nothing. Look at my Google Maps. At least see on the map where the hell I am. Shit. Oh yeah, I'm way in the back of nowhere for sure. Alright, let's go back. These are the areas that most of you guys don't walk. Behind the scenes.
But enough of this countryside living, man. Let's get back to some civilization and some good looking things right here. Yep. Let's enjoy the city side and the beach side.
You working in the place with all the Canadians?
What?
You working in the place with all the Canadians?
I'm working here.
Yeah, I know. Where I know you from?
Oh my god.
Years ago.
Like, you know me from,
You moved around a couple of places.
yeah. I was working at Vivonte. After I was working at...
Ooh-wee. It's a hot day out here, and it's only heating up. Listen, man, I just wanted to help you guys out with some tips, as I said earlier. So what I want to go through with you guys is a couple of things over here that's going to help you out, whether or not you're just visiting on the weekend, or if you end up, linking up with something out here when you went back home. I want to cover with you guys some of the basic costs of living so that you guys can make your own decisions wisely. I was having a conversation that led me to say, you know what, I got to drop some gems for my fellas out here so I could just help them out a little bit here and there so they don't get taken advantage of. Now, here's the beauty of how economics work, man. Anything has value depending on what you're willing to put to it, right? And overall, a combination of people who are willing to pay certain prices for certain items, services, whatever, makes up what the average cost of living is, right? So I'm just going to go through with you guys the average cost of living for some of the basics in the DR, fitting several categories. That way, when you're making decisions, or if you got someone in your life and you're making a decision and they're telling you it's X, you could say, well, you know what, since everything that I know says it's Y, I'm willing to do whatever I'm personally willing to do, making your own decision without feeling later on like, damn, I got. No, what an average people are willing to pay is based on their salaries, right? Because most people got a job. So then they adjust from there.
Oh my god.
Alright, so I came up. I'm going to stay here probably for like a month. And then I'm going to go back down probably.
So you have, like, but you marry or...
All right, fellas, so what's the number one largest expenses people usually have in life? Well, we're going to start with the first two. Well, the first one is living expenses, typically when you're in the West, right? So that means your rent or your mortgage. So I'll make this one very simple. The average rental in Dominican Republic runs anywhere from $150 a month all the way up to about $350. Notice I use the word average. That means the average regular person, not super poor, not the girl who's living with her mom. We talking about per individual, one bedroom, probably about 150 to 300, depending on where they are within the whole entire island, right? Man, if you're in the country area, it gets cheap. If you're in the main city, the capital, or Punta Cana, you go far up on that price. Now, this does not mean there's not people who are paying far more than that, right? I mean, if you know about Santo Domingo, you could be in Piantini, which is a rich area, and you could be paying $600-700 if you're a Dominican for a very nice apartment with security or a house or something like that, right? So we're not using the rare case here, fellas. We're using, typically the person you're going to run into, right? And then some of you might run into the girls who are at the bottom scale of that. So that helps you when somebody says, hey, Poppy, help me out with XYZ. But then maybe they'll tell you some crazy story. Let's go into the second one, food. I'll say that food here is about not quite 50% less than it is in the United States. So your average amount of products that you will see, unless the person here is buying all foreign products, which will have an import tax, is about the price of about, I want to say 40% less than the United States. Food is pretty expensive here. It's an island. So are drinks. I mean, if the person doesn't drink at all, man, their life could be cheap, including us when we come over here as foreigners, right? All right, the third expense, of course, is transportation. Now, let's face it, man. Not everybody here has a car. Gasoline is expensive because it's an island. And DR does produce their own gasoline, by the way. They got oil, natural gas, so that helps. But remember, you need refineries and all that. Anyway.
English. Somewhat. Oh, your accent. Okay, what are you guys selling here?
I will just say this. Most people are using a scooter or a motorbike. That means you just got to fill that, and it's fraction of the cost of the gasoline that you would pay to fill a tank. most other girls that you guys will run into, most likely they will be doing what? They'll say, Poppy, I'm coming to you. So let's just face it, man, you guys will probably be covering the Uber rides. They're going to want to ride in style, right? And if you don't know about the Uber rides and the cost, or it's not available in this city, they're going to probably want a taxi. A taxi going to charge you, but like 20 times more than it's supposed to be. For example, if some of you be swiping on Tinder, you might meet a girl 40 minutes away from Sosua, right, in Puerto Plata City, or way beyond Cabarete. It's 1,000 peso, which is about anywhere from $17 to $20, depending on the exchange rate sometimes, for a taxi with just her to come to you, right? However, she gonna tell you 1,000 peso, then she gonna tell you she's late. What she's gonna do is she's gonna jump on her local moto guy, moto concho, right? Which is like waiting on every corner or every half a block, right? And she's gonna pay him anywhere from 50 peso to maybe 250, 300 peso to take her out to the main road if she's living way in. On the main road, she's gonna go to the taxi park, and she's gonna pay anywhere from, with a shared minibus, guagua, anywhere from 50 peso to 100 peso. Now, in Puerto Plata City, to get from Puerto Plata City, Sosua taxi to Sosua, it's only 90 peso. That's less than $2. You understand? So fellas, cost of living, right? At the end of the day, she might spend 300 peso getting to you over there if she's not already in Cabarete and not already in Sosua Beach. So do the math on that. That's 600 peso, right? Which is just above, let's say $12. Now, on the back end, she's going to tell you, hey, it was 1,000 to come, 1,000 to go. That's $35. Maybe it started talking to something in Santo Domingo. Some of you might have swiped to been talking to somebody. You're coming in, so you're staying in Sosua. She's like, baby, I'll meet you up here. No problem. She's going to tell you 100 each way. And you're going to believe that because that's what the taxi driver charged you from the airport to Sosua, right? 100 each way. So now you're out $200. But what she's going to do is she's going to spend a little local money on the local taxi, the local guagua. She's going to find herself to one of the Caribbean tourist type of bus places. There's more than one. And she's going to spend about 550 pesos on the express bus. She knows it's the same drive time, right? Much more or less. But of course, hey, Dominican time, island time. So she's going to be a little late. Now, what I'm saying is, on that whole ride right there, to go 550 peso, which is about $11, $12, to come back to Santo Domingo, same thing. So now she is up how much? You just gave her 200 to go and come, right? And she just spent $20. Now, fellas, that's not including yet, of course, drinks and your evening entertainment and time spent. I'm not going to get into that part. That is grown man business, right? But what I'm saying is, overall, she's going to be up on you by about 70% if you're not aware of the general cost of living. Now, of course, in the tourist areas, things are going to be a little bit more expensive. And don't forget, only you're in the tourist area. The average Dominican is not going to live there. They're not going to go shop there. They're not going to really party there. They're going to go there to work. Now, fellas, some of you guys are going to choose well. And when you choose well, you're going to have the best time of your life. You're going to have great company. You're going to have somebody sitting there with you. You're going to be taking to somebody to all the places that they normally wouldn't really want to go and pay for themselves, or they don't appreciate because they see it every day. But you will have a good time. And if you're really lucky and you choose well, man, you might even get some home cooking. You'll get all those sweet words. Oh, papi, mi amor, I love you. Yeah, you might even hear that, although you just met. Or you met a couple of days ago. Or you've been talking online. Maybe you barely saw each other. If you choose well and you're lucky. Needless to say, you will feel like you had an instant girlfriend. It was everything you've been looking for. She treats you well. There's not a lot of attitude if you choose well. And you had the most relaxed time of your life. Now, many of you will go home and you will say, God damn, I think I met my next future wife. I think I met my future wife. Some of you, not knowing the cost of living, you might start sending down a little something every month. And, if you don't know the cost of living, it might potentially end up where you look up and you are funding furnishings, livelihood, family members. On the typical lonely and boring night, a local guy gonna roll up on his motor or scooter. He's gonna bring matcha apple juice, some rum, couple of beers. Throw on the big speakers and blast the music to the heaven. Put in some real good conversation, dance the night away, and slide all up in that. Now they've both got an appetite. Give her the money for cooking gas and to buy the groceries that she's then gonna cook, and they're both gonna eat it. He's gonna pull out 1,000 pesos. Then he's gonna go home, kiss his wife, hug his kids. You gonna get the most loving, hey Poppy, good morning, I love you. And by the way, I need some money for the fridge, it's empty. Just a cautionary tale for the truest and realest story that's never been told. Check you guys on the next one.